Okay, so I stand for justice. I stand for empathy. I stand for what else? Peace. I stand for forgiveness. These are the things that we're standing for today. Okay, so today's theme, I Stand, came about because your teachers thought that whatever it is that we were doing in the classroom, we needed more reinforcement. And so the objective of today's exercise is to get real life people to share their experiences with you on the impact of crime and violence on our society, on you as an individual, as students, on us as teachers, on everyone as a society. So today, we are expecting to be able to decide, what can I do as a person, as a student at Miku Secondary? Where do I stand when it comes to crime and violence? And what role can I play to ensure that I make a contribution to the safety of my community, of my St. Lucia, of my society? This is what we are highlighting here today, students, and we are expecting that you, by the end of today, will be able to stand for the things that we have highlighted earlier. I stand for peace. I stand for justice. I stand for forgiveness. I stand for empathy. I stand. Say that together. I can't hear you. A little louder. Right. So, as we are about to begin our proceedings this morning, I'm going to invite Miss James to the podium so she can lead us in prayer. Can you please stand? Can you stand? Let us stand.
Good morning, everyone. Let us compose ourselves to pray. Let us close all eyes.
James, you may be seated. To welcome you formally to this program this morning, I will now invite Miss Louisier, who will do the welcome. Let us put our hands together for Miss Louisier. And Miss Louisier is one of our democratic citizenship teachers here at Miku Secondary.
Thank you. Good morning, teachers, principal, invited guests, students, media people. Thank you for coming. We have all been impacted by crime and violence in one way or another, whether directly or indirectly. This topic is one that is dear to me because I have seen so many young past students who attended MSS, like you, who lost their lives to gun violence and crime. My question for you today, do you want to end up like this? Is this the life you want to live? There is so much I can say about crime and violence. However, the decision is on you. Crime and violence starts the day you decide to be disrespectful, dishonest, ill-mannered, and the list goes on. For this reason, we are asking you to be on your best behavior today. We have put an excellent program together for you because we love you and we care about your future. We expect this workshop to be meaningful and to make a change in your life and the life of all young people of St. Lucia. Together, I stand with you, Form 2 students. I stand for peace. I stand to end crime and violence. I stand for togetherness. I stand with MSS to fight crime and violence. Let's stand together. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Ms. Louisia. I stand for peace. I stand to end crime and violence. And I'm standing on the side and I note the posture of some of you. I would like you to sit upright because it says a lot to the person who's presenting the type of posture that you have. Sit upright and be ready to receive what the presenters are going to say this morning. Students, it's always heartbreaking when I read the news and I see the name of someone who I know came to Miku Secondary and is now deceased. And it has happened many times. Students that I have taught who lost their lives due to gun violence. And so, as Ms. Louisiane said, we found it fitting to have this for you today because we need this to stop. We need to save the lives of our young people. And at this time, I am going to invite our principal, Mrs. Flora Emmanuel Joseph, to do some brief remarks. So let's put our hands together for her.
Thank you, Miss. Good morning, students, and of course, good morning to the teachers, our presenters. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right, and that's one of the strategies that we can use to curb crime. Greet each other pleasantly. When somebody greets you, be nice. Smile. A smile can brighten somebody's world. A smile can change somebody's mind about being so angry and violent. So don't take a greeting for granted. All right. Some time ago, I was listening to a group of young people, some girls from the school, talking about how unhappy they were. So, of course, I'm walking and I'm listening, pretending that I'm not listening, but paying attention because, of course, when students are unhappy, they cannot learn. And there it is. I heard one of the girls saying, every time I ask my mother to go somewhere, she's telling me, no, it's not safe. And the other one said, that's true, eh? And my father wants to go everywhere with me. I'm not having fun. When I say I want to go to the cinema, my mother will say, no. Another one said, my little sister just there on her phone all day long. I myself, I'm tired of the phone, you know. How many of you tired of the phone all day long? How many of you want to go out and have fun like normal children? Let's be honest. How many I want to go out to? How many of you want to go out and have fun like normal children? Yes. And so I got curious. Right there and then I got curious. And I stopped and I said, let's listen. I said, why are your parents not allowing you to go out? And the girl said to me, the young lady said to me, Miss, because my mother said so-and-so place is not safe. She don't want any guns. She don't want to get any calls saying that the child died because of a stray bullet. She doesn't want me to go anywhere. Next thing, some violence erupt and I get killed. Now, are our parents supposed to be genuinely concerned about that? Students, are your parents supposed to be genuinely concerned about your safety? I didn't hear you. Good. So your parents have every right to be concerned. But here's what? You have a right to have a normal life, to enjoy a normal life like we did. When I was your age, when we were your age, we went to the cinema, we went to the river, we went walking in Viewfort and Castries with our friends. We feared nothing because life was good. And it can still be good. Yes or no? You don't think it can be good? Why not? No, you have a right to your opinion. Why can't life be good? Anybody, why you think it's not going to be good again? I'm hearing whispers, I'm not hearing anybody. Because you don't think the crime will stop? How many of you feel that way, that it's not going to stop? All right, but here's what, I think it can stop. I think it can stop, and it starts with you and me. We are the ones who can bring a stop to it. And that is why what the teachers and the presenters are doing with you today is so important, students. We have become a society that don't know where we are. There's so much disrespect. We don't have a vision for ourselves. We don't know where we're heading. We're not focused on positive things. And so the negative is overtaking. Yes or no? So we're going to change that today. Today we're going to take a position. What do you stand for? Anybody, what do you stand for? I am hearing voices, I'm not hearing. What do you stand for? Anybody? Justice, very good. So when you walk in the streets and students are getting into fights, what is your position? How many of you do that? How many of you do that? Let's be honest. If you pass or you encourage the fighting, you're not standing for justice. All right? So after today's activity, I expect to see a different attitude in the students of Form 2 at Miku Secondary. Am I hearing yes, miss? Yes. I'm not convinced. Yes. I'm not convinced. Yes. All right. We need to create the atmosphere that we want in the school, in our homes, in the community, in the country. You and I are responsible for that. Not overseas people. We are in the situation and we need to take a position. So let's give our teachers a round of applause for putting this activity together. And of course, let's applaud our presenters. Our presenters are going to come in. So give them a round of applause because they're taking time off. Very good. They're taking, thank you. They're taking time off from their busy schedule because you are important to them. And so we thank them. And of course, your participation, your attitude is what is going to encourage them to want to come back and assist. So thank you, students, and I look forward to an excellent presentation. I look forward to good behavior. I'm not going to ask anybody, you know how to behave, right? You know how to behave, right? Good, I'm not worried about that. What we're going to do is to find ways and means of making the society, our space, a better place. So let's take a stand together. Thank you, students.
Thank you, Mrs. Joseph. We can do much better than that. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, so I noted that the principal said that you will have different behavior after today's workshop. So I will be looking out for you Form 2s to see if there is any transformation. I'm hoping that that is the intention of today's workshop, that at the end of today's proceedings, we will start to see some change in your behavior. So we are going to start off with our first presenter this morning. He is no stranger to Miku Secondary School, Bernell St. Rose, also known as Ninja Dan, is a soca artist by profession. How many people know Ninja Dan? Raise your hand. You all remember him coming to sing for us? Right. He is one of the founding members of, or directors of Rise St. Lucia. We're listening. We're listening. We are listening. Raim. He works in youth and human development. He is also a farmer and fisherman, and he also serves as a motivational speaker to school children. And we've had Mr. St. Rose here on more than one occasion sharing for us on topics such as crime prevention, emotional intelligence, and self-awareness. Let us put our hands together for Mr. St. Rose as he comes to the podium.
Yeah, you like that song. There's a mouse in the house. Eh, eh. Yeah, today, today we have no mouse in the house today. But I could sing a song with you all today, you know. And I'm going to freestyle a song with you all today. Because today is really about I stand against crime. And I would like to thank whoever that called me and Dr. Sherry to be here. I'll give them a round of applause. So, I'm going to address you all as soldiers. So you know how I just do it. When I say soldiers, I want you all to say, hey, for me, for power. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Soldiers. I'm to that side there. 1, 2, 3. Soldiers. Now, I'm going to freestyle a song for y'all. And I want y'all to close your eyes because this song is a powerful song that I'm going to freestyle from within. Close your eyes, guys. Listen. Shh. Nou pa ka fache, nou ni l'amou. Ben a ciao, ben a ciao, ben a ciao, ciao, ciao. Nou pli fort, lè nou ansam. Pas nou se ish bon Di. So I'm going to sing that. Nou pa ka fache. Repeat. Nou ni l'amou. Ben a ciao, ben a ciao, ben a ciao, ciao, ciao. Sing. Nou pli fort, lè nou ansam. Pas nou se ish bon Di. Let me hear that. All right. Give yourself a round of applause. Now, today, I am going to begin by saying that y'all are very special and y'all are very powerful because I will tell you one of my biggest fear I had when I was your age, and I used to get beat and licks for not able to express myself. I wasn't able to speak properly, and so I get scolded and I get a lot of licks for that. And growing up into a man, I still had that fear of speaking out. So I had to do something about it, to face that fear and face that challenge of how I will be able to speak like them politicians on the TV and speak like the big bosses and them on the TV. And I had to read. I hate reading. I did not like reading because every time I would read 1, 2, 3 pages, I would fall asleep because I was programmed like that. But then I had to face that fear and started reading and wanted to read more and wanted to understand what I was reading. And I started reading all kinds of books to build my vocabulary. And I was able to create sentences. I wasn't able to create sentences. Now, I have spoken to children around 91 schools as a motivational speaker. I have turned that fear into a passion. And I have turned that passion into an obsession. And I have turned that obsession into my success. So give me a round of applause and Mr. Rasta. Yeah, man. Now, I stand against crime. I wrote a little speech because, boy, I didn't know what I would say to you all because So bear with me. Crime is a major problem in our country because a lot of our youths are indulging in it at a very high rate. This has raised the need to take serious steps in an effort to combat crime, to minimize crime, or to prevent crime. There are many factors that are considered to facilitate the indulgence in crime by the youths. For example, 1, poor upbringing. 2, poverty and unemployment, lack of education, peer pressure, amongst others. There is no distinct factor that can be pinpointed soldiers. Don't say yeah, never say yeah. Soldiers, get to me more powerful, man. Soldiers, I'm not hearing that side. Soldiers, right. This is because our youths engage. Somebody lower down the mic for me, please. My voice is too loud and it's causing the thing, you know? Yeah. So this is because our youths engage in criminal activities as a result of the different situations that they face in life every day. And these situations could be as a result of either social, economical, cultural, or even family problems that they go through every day. The relationships that exist in the families of our children now could facilitate the indulgence in criminal activities. For example, when the parents are involved in crime themselves, and when there is poor parental and guidance and supervision. And there is also the case of neglect and isolation of our youths, or harsh treatment by our parents, hence the development of defiant behaviors from our youths. Soldiers, I want you all to focus, you know. Also, the political situation of our country may also lead to the indulgence by our youth, especially where there is political instability. The youth may tend to look for means through which to secure a better future, hence engaging in criminal activities to enhance their livelihoods. Now, there is a next set of individuals who are not criminals, who are very highly educated, who are not troublemakers, who don't look for any trouble, but they end up on the blacklist. And let me explain this set of individuals to you. You living in an area, and there's a gang in your area, but you're not in the gang, you're not part of the gang. But then you go in town somewhere and somebody else meet you from another area and they say, mate from so-and-so, and let me beat mate. And they beat you and they ostracize and they do you all kind of thing. And then you go to the police because you are disciplined and you are well-behaved and you are well-mannered. And then when you go to the police now, the police don't intervene. You become afraid. You become fearful for your life. You become fearful for your family. So what do? You join the gang automatically. What's in place for those individuals that join the gang? And when you go, you say, I say, you know the fellas beat me down the road there? First thing they're going to say, look a gun. Let's go and take them. So you're not a bad boy. You're not a gangster. Just because you fear for your life, because you don't want to get licks again, you join a gang. I stand against crime. I stand against crime because in the year 2009, I went to prison for murder. I stand against crime because I was a big artist in St. Lucia, and I paved the way for a lot of the soca artists you see all there, making it out there. I baby them, put them on a stage, show them how to whine, show them how to sing, and they're making it out there today. I don't talk about that. But in the height of my career, I was arrested and charged for a murder that I did not commit and a murder that I did not know anything of. Now, one of the most dangerous set of people is a wrongfully accused person. How many of you inside of here have been wrongfully accused? Raise your hand. How many of you inside of here, they lie on you? Raise your hand. Don't be ashamed, you know. Don't be afraid. Hands down. Now, how do you feel when you are wrongfully accused? You vex. You want to mash up things. You want to chow down people. You want to beat people. Now, I want you all to understand what I'm about to say. In spite of me going to prison for something I did not do, I look and I search for the positive in that. I say, Jah, I'm not supposed to be here, you know, but I'm here nevertheless. And I heard that little voice in my head telling me, son, you're here because I want to preserve you. Preserve me for what? Preserve you because there is a mission that you have to do. So while I was incarcerated, I wasn't crying and complaining and thinking, you know. I was taking my notes and doing my exercises and doing my training and reading, and motivating myself and educating myself to become who I am then now. And whilst I was in prison, don't feel I didn't go through embarrassment. And don't feel I didn't go through humiliation. And don't feel fellas didn't want to roll on me. I had to defend myself too. But then, there was a time when I was incarcerated, and the prison inmates would tell me, watch that man, guys. Not that man that used to say, stop the violence and think, now he kills somebody. Boy, I felt so VA. I felt so mashed up. Everybody telling me, I said, watch mate kill somebody. And one person out of the mate say, all of y'all shut up. That one person y'all say that do this and do that. Isn't that that one person that used to come in the prison and sing for y'all and bring artists and sing for y'all and now you're judging him? So, I want y'all to understand that crime is a serious thing and crime is a real thing. So even though you're just there, you might not be involved in gangs, you might not be involved in bad things, but there may come a time where you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And when you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, you just have to be calm. Because Jah don't put you in situations that you cannot take yourself out. They have a saying, Jah don't give you things that you're not able to bear. Boy, I was happy I was in prison because that was one of the biggest lessons for me. That was one of the most priceless universities for me. Yes, I did CXCs at school, but in prison, I did more CXCs, and I did more certificates, and I did more courses because I wanted it to become better. Now, leaving jail, when the paparazzi came after me, they said, Ninja, what do you have to say to the government? What do you have to say to the public? I said, Jah, forgive them. Parce que pas même savent, ça you fait. And that did not stop me because once you leave prison, you become stigmatized. You become stereotyped. Your friends turn against you. Your families turn against you. And then you have nowhere else to go but on the streets again. And pick up a gun again. And go and rob again. and do something stupid again, for you to end up in prison again. And that's how society is. Now, let me take you on another level. I stand against crime. As you're informed too, right? So from primary school in stage 1, you're taking the bus, you're going to school, you'll learn, you'll take the bus, you'll go back home. And you'll keep doing that over and over and over and over and over until you never realize that you're living subconsciously. Because if you keep repeating yourself every day, your body will be working on autopilot. That some of you don't even realize that you're operating subconsciously. Some of you, when you're walking to go at your home, you're walking so much, you're so accustomed to walking that you reach your home already and you don't even realize, hey, I passed my home already. Because that's the way it is. So there is a saying, who knows? Ah, you're too fast. Take your time. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Who knows? Who's saying that there? You're too fast. 1, 2, 3. Who knows? Who don't know? Who have? Who do have? Who see? Sasho. Yeah, man. So, back to crime. I stand against crime. And the reason why our youths end up in a lot of criminal activities is because no employment, no jobs. Yeah? And that is one of the leading factors that causes our youths to be delinquent. Now, as a result of the numerous consequences of crime, crime don't only affect those doing it, It affects our whole society. It affects our whole country. It affects you so much that you could get hurt whilst committing a crime, or you could be locked up behind bars while committing a crime. Now, I stand against crime in another capacity. We know about the normal crime on the street. We know about the gunman and the man shooting one another and the man robbing one another. What you don't know and what I am going to tell you is about the big elephant that nobody don't want to talk about in the room. Is the white-collar crimes. And the white-collar crimes, soldiers? Soldiers? Soldiers! And the white-collar crime is those, pay attention. The white-collar crime is those in power, those in position, those in the government, that the work I am doing and Dr. Cherry is doing and everybody is doing, going to the schools and speaking to the youths in terms of crime prevention. And they have high people in society that are trying to prevent that from happening. Because for them, the feed of that, the feed of the young men and women involved in criminal activities, the feed of that, because what y'all don't know is that society and the whole world is run on our emotions. And we are all controlled by our emotions. The moment you are angry, you get weak after. The moment you are fearful, you get weak after. The moment you are sad and depressed and worrisome, you get weak after. And y'all don't realize that. You see a lot of our parents getting sick and they're dying and you don't even realize that it's right under your nose, the simple things of life. We get vexed every day. We worry every day. We stress every day. And don't feel it's the world that putting them stress and worries on y'all. Y'all putting them things on yourself. Today I'm going to teach you something powerful today. Today I'm going to teach you something called the word. In spite I'm here to tell you I'm standing against crime, but I'm going to teach you something. I want you. Come, Gasa. Come. Come, Damian. Come. Come, my brother. I want to teach you something today. Don't be afraid. I was afraid to come here, you know, and I still come. Come, my brother. The Spirit chose you, so come. Come, my brother. Come. Look him there. What's his name? Yeah, that's what you ain't pointing on in the time, guys. Yeah. So, I want y'all to pay attention to this. And I want shh. You see, anything you say with your mouth, it just manifests. But if I say that, you will not believe me. So I'm going to show you that. Because if you say that you are not going to make it, or you say I'm going to be a failure, or you say I am going to be late, or you say I this and I that, it happens. Now, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Now I'm going to show you about the Word, and the Word is the things we say every single day, and you think that nothing happens. So I'm going to use him. And I want a young girl to come. A girl come. You, come. Yeah, you sit down there on that side. Vinny. Colleen, you, Vinny. Yeah. Soldiers? Right. Now you see the palm of your hand there? There's a line that borders the palm of your hand and your arm. Watch it. There's a line there. You see it? That line there, yeah? You see it? That line there. Let me see yours. Right. So, join it together. And you put your hands together like in a prayer. And what happens? One hand shorter than the other, yeah? Right. Now, I'm going to show you the word. Hold the shorter hand in front of you. Hold the shorter hand in front of you. And you speak to the shorter hand. Watch me. I want you to grow 8 times. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. I want you to grow 8 times. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. I want you to grow. 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 By 8 times, sir. Look at the Let's go again. Watch your shorter hand. Watch your shorter hand and say, I want you to grow. 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 Now put it back. Join it back. Hey, take your time. Take your time and join it back. So, how many of you it grow for you? Nice. It didn't go for you? It go for you? All right, give yourself a round of applause, please. Thank you. So, this is evidence that whatever you say with your mouth, it comes to life. So if you say, I'm going to sit down bodily for you as in a joke, don't feel the word does not manifest. The word manifests, it travels until it finds a jacket, and it comes and face you and say, look me. You say you want to send me and sit down bodily for you. And blap, you stab a man. Blap, you shoot a man. So, you must be careful what you say. Because I deliberately did this for you to see that your word is powerful. You see, every day when you get up and you pray, that's a powerful thing. So you have to know what you're saying. Now, who are you? I stand against crime. Let me hear you. Who are you? Who are you? Now, I'm going to ask another question. Who are you? And then you're going to tell me, what's your name? Huh? Makal? What's your name, brother? Mangal. All right. What's your name? Maureen. Now, what's your name? Chinyong. What's your name? Stop up. What's your name? Huh? Okay. Now, the reason why I ask you, who are you? And then you'll tell me your name is Mangal and Chinyong and down and there. Who are you? If somebody had to ask me, who am I? I'm not ninja, you know. The ninja you see, that's just a shell of who I am. Who I am is what is within me. The light within me. The soul within me. The spirit within me. Because if I say, can you fly? You're going to tell me, no, you cannot fly. If I could tell you, can you breathe underwater? You're going to tell me, no, I cannot breathe underwater. Yeah. So who am I? Is that light within you, and you tell your physical self that I am powerful, I am strong, I am love, and I stand against crime. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourself a round of applause. Thank you.
We can do better than that. Let's put our hands together for Mr. St. Rose, Ninja Dan. I hope you were able to learn from what he shared with you this morning. The power of your words, the power of your mind. I stand against crime. Our next speaker, we're going to have one speaker and then we'll have a short break, students. So I would like you to just refocus. I'm going to call on Ioani to present to Mr. St. Rose a small token of our appreciation for his presentation this morning. Come forward, Ioani.
Well, on behalf of the Form 2 of MSS, we'd like to thank you for what you have done and for taking time off to come and speak to us and educating us about this thing. We learned very much, and we surely will take your word and put it into play.
Good job. Thank you, Ioani. At this time, I'm going to present our second speaker for this morning. But before I do that, I just want you to compose yourself. Let's get back to where we were. And I'm specifically speaking to the people on my left. I don't want to say any names. Our next speaker is Dr. Venus Rastaman Cherry. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the name. He's the chairman of Rise St. Lucia. And Rise St. Lucia is a non-profit, non-governmental organization dedicated to healthy development of people, especially youth. He's also the senior instructional designer at Penn Medicine in Philadelphia and a decorator with Decor Finishings. He's going to present to you this morning on the impact of crime on schools and the importance of good conflict resolution techniques. Students, ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for Mr. Venus Rastaman Cherry. We can do better than that. Come on, come on.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The last school I was at was the Ave Maria Secondary School. And when I said good morning, all the children at the RC Boys School heard them. So let me try this again. Good morning, students. I like the energy. My name is Venus Cherry, better known as Rastaman Cherry on social media platforms. I am from Grozile, born and raised. Currently, I reside both in St. Lucia and in the United States of America. I want to talk to you all about crime because around your age, I was heavily involved in criminal activities. I didn't own a gun, I didn't rob people, but I was doing stuff that could have easily led to me being incarcerated. In fact, I was arrested once for stealing. Now, you guys will be very surprised as to what I stole that I was arrested for. I'm going to give 3 guesses. Anybody want to raise your hands if you want to take a guess as to what. Not you, ninja. Yes, sir. Stop. Weed, no. I was growing my own at the time. I did not need to steal that. No, someone give some more. Anybody? Nobody want to try and guess? A what? Guys, I need you guys to listen. Watermelon? Close. That's it? What's that? Shoplifting, yes, but what exactly? Yes, it was a tin of tuna fish. So, now, to many of you guys, I need you to listen, please. To many of you, that might sound funny. When I think about it now, I laugh. But it's actually a very serious offense. Because if you do this exact same thing at any supermarket and you get arrested, you can end up at the boys' training center. You can miss out on school. You can miss out on your education. Yes, I was hungry. Yes, I lived on my own at the time. And yes, I felt like the little pack of macaroni I had there by itself wouldn't suffice. So I went to the gas station, which also sold such items. I act like, I'm just watching the prices, walk around, but the whole time they have a off-duty police officer on the outside. And sometimes as children, we think we're smarter than adults, right? You think we can outsmart our teachers, outsmart our parents, outsmart the police. And the officer was watching me the whole time. So I took the small tin of tuna fish, put it in my pocket, walk around the store for a while. And when I came outside, because what you must understand is, even if you take something in the supermarket and you put it in your pocket, whilst you're still in the supermarket, you haven't committed a crime, The second you walk out the door, you've committed the crime. So the police officer waited till I got outside, and then he tried to apprehend me. Now at the time, I got to tell you all, I was one of the fastest people in St. Lucia. I used to run for St. Lucia, and I used to play football for St. Lucia. So when the police tried to catch me, the only thing he got was my little slippers I left behind. I left the slippers behind and I just cut. He tried, but couldn't catch me. But the officer didn't run after me the whole day. He waited. 3 days later, I went up to the area to use the phone booth, because at the time, we didn't have cell phones. I try and go and call my little girlfriend, tell her come and check me, you know. As soon as I enter the booth, I close the door, I put my quarter in and I dial the number. The police officer walked and he stood right outside the door like that. And he said, Jody, today I'm not running behind you. I had to hang up on my girlfriend because you don't want her to hear police about to arrest you for a tin of tuna fish. I was arrested. I was taken to the Grosile police station. Guys, I spent maybe like 15 hours in a stinky, dirty cell. I mean, that's the worst piss smell I ever had in my life. It's not nice, guys. It's not nice. But luckily for me, the owner of the store did not press charges. Instead, he wanted to know my reason for committing this crime. He wanted to know why I tried to steal from him. And I explained to him that I was hungry, that I lived on my own, and that I needed it. And he said, well, why didn't you ask? And I said, well, I didn't think anyone was going to listen. I didn't think they would actually give it to me. And he said, I may not have given it to you, but I may have given you a job to earn it. So I said, well, give me a job now. And he did. So he dropped the charges. And every weekend, I was responsible to clean his yard. But I didn't go clean his yard only on weekends. I was so excited I went there almost every day after school. But what he also did for me is this. He wouldn't give me money for cleaning his yard. But when I needed something from the store, I was able to go in there and get it. Now, see me walking in there as a bad man when I go and get my thing and the police there. But this taught me a very valuable lesson. One, I didn't believe that if I spoke up, that someone would respond favorably. So sometimes when you have a problem in class and you feel like I cannot go to my teacher, I cannot talk to my friend, maybe that's just in your head. So maybe you should go to your teacher. Maybe you should talk to your parents about what you're going through. Maybe if you can't talk to someone at home, you find someone outside of the home to talk to, like your school counselor. Because sometimes the problems we think that we can't resolve or we have no assistance to help us resolve, it's only a matter of us opening our mouth and saying, hey, I need help. Instead of tipping your friend's textbook or phone or tablet, maybe you say to them, hey, lend it to me. Can I make a phone call? Can you share your tablet with me? I want to look up something online. Maybe you go to your teachers and you say, hey, miss, I can't seem to get the work done at home because I don't have an electronic device. Maybe your school will contact an organization like Rise St. Lucia and say, hey, I have a student that needs a shoe, uniform, food. And organizations out there are ready and available to assist you. So maybe it's about speaking up. Maybe before you think about going and join a gang, because you're fearful when you're walking home and you feel you need backup, you need strength, you need your partners. Maybe when your friend comes to tell you, "Gasa, that man hit me," and you say, "Where that man, Gasa, let's go and stone that man." You think of the consequences. One, you getting arrested, you dropping out of school, you ending up in the hospital, or even worse, dead. But you know what could be worse? Is that because of your actions, someone else targets a friend or a family member who may not be involved in your gang or in your gang activities. But just because they live in the same area as you. Because that man from Miku, look at Miku man there. Them Miku fellas that attack me, look at Miku man there. So you see, guys, your actions all have consequences. Someone comes to school and their shoe are not as nice as yours. Their uniform, their bag is not as expensive as yours. And you bully them. You make fun of them. You build a whole crew to make fun of them. I used to be that child that people would make fun of because my mother couldn't afford. I used to go to school with Chinese shoes. And not just the male Chinese shoes, huh? Yes. If my mother went to Castries to buy Chinese shoes for me and she found a girl Chinese shoes, that's what she buying for me. Yes. But for me, my mom was doing the best that she possibly could. I didn't like it. I didn't want to go to school because of it, because people would make fun of you. Can you imagine now, as a boy, you come to school right now with a female Chinese shoes in your foot? But guess what, guys? When your teacher introduced me, right? What did she introduce me as? Dr. Venus Rastaman Cherry. I'm not a medical doctor, but I have a PhD in instructional technology. So I have my doctorate. So the Chinese shoes did not stop me, did it? I am currently the chairman of Rise St. Lucia. I am the chairman of Rise St. Lucia, which is Rise is a non-profit organization in St. Lucia, started by yours truly, soca artist, superstar, Jonathan St. Rose, a.k.a. Ninja Dan, a.k.a. Karma, a.k.a. Red Hat, a.k.a. so many AKAs. And Jonathan and I went to the same secondary school, and we didn't like each other. He thought he was a bad man. I thought I was a bad man. But guess what? Now, I'm the chairman of an organization he started to help less fortunate people like ourselves, like we were once. I am also the senior instructional designer for Penn Medicine in Philadelphia. Yes, I work in the US, I live in the US. But I'm working from home. So as I'm talking to you guys right now, I just took a few hours off of work to come and talk to you guys. So you see, it doesn't really matter what shoes you wear to school. Doesn't really matter if you don't have running water at home. If you're taking internet from the neighbor by sitting under the lamppost to connect. Those things don't really matter as long as you believe in yourself. As long as you tell yourself you will change your life and the life of your family. Right now I can wear any shoe I want, no matter the price. I used to stand in Grosley and watch the planes take off and wonder where they were going. You ever look at the planes and say, where they going? How much people on that plane? That used to be me. Now, my frequent flyer miles are very high. I'm always in and out. You can become anything you want to be. And sometimes what you plan to become now is not what you become later. Because I never planned to do a PhD in instructional technology. I wanted to do the natural progression. I did my bachelor's in business administration, and so I was going to do my MBA. And my guidance counselor advised me to do the IT master's program. And I said, but sir, I didn't grow up with no computer. I barely have any computer skills. You want me to go and do an IT in instructional technology? And he said, I believe in you. And it was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Because whilst doing my master's, 3 months before graduating my master's, whilst we were looking for an internship, I was offered a full-time job. Now, I'm from St. Lucia, born and raised. I'm going to school in Bloomsburg University in Pennsylvania. I'm the only black person in the program. Yes, black, because the school was pretty much all white. I have dreadlocks. At the time, I smoked marijuana. And I'm doing my master's. And companies came in to visit the school to look for students for internship opportunities. And this manager looked at my portfolio and offered me a full-time job on October 11th, 2005. Before that, I was working at a car wash wiping cars for $5.17 an hour. There this man is looking at me, offering me $55,000 a year if I graduate in December and I can pass a drug test. I remember earlier I told you guys I used to smoke marijuana. October 11th, 2005 is the last time I smoked marijuana. The moment he offered me that job, and I know I had to pass a drug test, and I thought of my family and my female Chinese shoes, and having no running water, and having to use the pit toilet, and having to bathe in the river now. If the river was like your river, it would be good, but the river where I grew up in, people threw their trash in it. My mother would take water from the river, pour a little bit of bleach in it, stir it, let it settle for us to drink. So when I thought about all of that, I knew that no amount of marijuana could be important enough for me to lose out on a job opportunity. So I graduated my master's in December of 2005. I started working for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia in 2006. I worked there for a while. Then I worked for Amazon. How many of you guys know Amazon? Your parents order items on Amazon? I can proudly tell y'all know a St. Lucian who designed for Amazon an e-learning for their staff to understand the process of collecting items and placing it in the right bins when people order. That person is me. So as your parents order from Amazon, just remember the training that Amazon staff went through was created by a St. Lucian that you guys now know. Again, guys, I'm just saying all this to tell you, the life of crime is not worth anything. Every single one of you in here knows a friend or a family member or someone from your community who went down the path of joining a gang of violence. And you guys know what the story is. They've ended up dead, in prison, or paralyzed. And that does not have to be your fate. Just remember, every single one of you are responsible for where you end up tomorrow. Every one of you have been stabbed, shot at, chopped because of the life I was living. You all need to learn to understand, to one, respect yourself, respect each other. Don't do to someone what you wouldn't want them to do to you. If you're giving someone jokes and they say, stop, I don't like it, what should you do? Immediately. Immediately. Because you never know what someone is going through on the day where you are making fun of them. It might be simple to you, but to them, guys, excuse me, huh? Excuse me. Would the two of you like to share with the rest of the group what's going on here? No? We're talking about respecting each other, respecting yourself, and when someone says stop, stop. The young lady has been telling you all to stop. I didn't say it's you, I'm looking at the whole area. We have to learn to respect each other. And when someone says enough is enough, we need to learn that. Something might be funny to you guys, but it's not funny to someone else. You don't know if someone had breakfast, if they slept well, if they have electricity at home. You don't know what they're going through. And those are the simple things sometimes that can lead you and someone to become enemies. And sometimes that goes on outside of school. They go home and they tell their brother, you were troubling them. And their brother is part of a gang, and their brother see you, and their brother attack you. The simple things can lead to conflict. I'm standing here today to tell you guys, I could have easily been at Borderley Correctional Facility instead of here with you guys if I didn't make that switch, if I didn't make that change. But the most important thing to ever happen to me is that I took education seriously. Because no matter how poor you are right now, if you take education seriously, you can become anything or anyone you want to. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cherry. I would like to invite Jamila to present to him a token of appreciation. St. Romain, let's put our hands together to encourage her. I hope you listened carefully to what Dr. Cherry said. It doesn't matter where you started. These things don't matter. What matters is that you believe in yourself and that you make the change now to do it differently so that your future can turn out to be what it is that you want it to be. Okay?
I want to thank you, Dr. Cherry, for taking your time off from your business to come to speak to us. I'd like to thank you, Dr. Cherry, for taking your time off from your business for coming to speak to us today. And I really hope that some of us take note so that we'll not follow the bad company.
Thank you again, Dr. Venus Cherry. I really appreciate you being with us today. Okay, so students, you will have 15 minutes, not more. You are going to take a 15-minute break, refresh yourselves, drink some water, use the toilets. The students at the school are back in their classrooms, so if you go on the other side, please do not disturb. Get what you need to get and come back here promptly, okay? 15 minutes, not more. We are starting at 10:30.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. You can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
At Palette Pleasure, located Ogier Vieux Fort, we take pride in our ability to cater to a wide range of events and occasions, whether it's a joyous celebration like a birthday, anniversary, wedding, or graduation, or a more somber gathering such as a funeral or first communion. We are dedicated to providing exquisite culinary offerings to suit each unique event. Our diverse menu includes offerings such as funeral treat boxes and treat boxes for all other occasions, ensuring that we can provide comfort and support during difficult times, as well as enhance the festivities during happier moments. In addition, we offer prepackaged meals designed for all occasions, ensuring that the food at your event is not only delicious but also convenient. Call us today at 75873333365 for your finger-licking and palatable foods.
Lucilec's remote options are available to serve you every weekday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call or send a WhatsApp message to 285-6796, 285-7859, 285-3593, 285-3329, or 285-8640. Or send an email to customersupport@lucilec.com for assistance. Call 457-4433 to get bill balances. Use myaccount.lucilec.com for detailed account information and to make online bill payments using a credit or debit card or online bank account. Customers may also take advantage of SurePay's online or walk-in service. Lucilec encourages you to use the available options for doing business with us remotely.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Lucilec's remote options are available to serve you every weekday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call or send a WhatsApp message to 285-6796, 285-7859, 285-3593, 285-3329, or 285-8640. Or send an email to customersupport@lucilec.com for assistance. Call 457-4433 to get bill balances. Use myaccount.lucilec.com for detailed account information and to make online bill payments using a credit or debit card or online bank account. Customers may also take advantage of SurePay's online or walk-in service. Lucilec encourages you to use the available options for doing business with us remotely.
At Palette Pleasure, located Ogier Vieux Fort, we take pride in our ability to cater to a wide range of events and occasions, whether it's a joyous celebration like a birthday, anniversary, wedding, or graduation, or a more somber gathering such as a funeral or first communion. We are dedicated to providing exquisite culinary offerings to suit each unique event. Our diverse menu includes offerings such as funeral treat boxes and treat boxes for all other occasions, ensuring that we can provide comfort and support during difficult times, as well as enhance the festivities during happier moments. In addition, we offer prepackaged meals designed for all occasions, ensuring that the food at your event is not only delicious but also convenient. Call us today at 75873333365 for your finger-licking and palatable foods.
The chicken you feed your family, we make sure it's healthy. Caribbean quality meats. Caribbean quality meats. Hormone free, all natural, antibiotic free. Chicken so tasty. Caribbean quality meats. Caribbean quality meats. Trusted quality, yeah. Cause the chickens grow right here. 100% all ocean. Right price, easy decision.
Caribbean Quality Meats offers premium quality at affordable prices and produced right here in St. Lucia. Visit social media at Caribbean Quality Meats for more info. Available at all leading supermarkets.
What's happening? The owners of this prestigious financial institution will be visiting us this morning.
Hi, good morning.
At the National Farmers and General Workers Cooperative Credit Union, we are aware that you're not only a member, but you're the owner of this thriving institution. And as such, we go above and beyond to respond to your various financial needs. We offer savings accounts, minors accounts, loans at low interest rates, and fixed deposit options. Visit us at our Viewfort, Castries, or Waterage branch. And remember, at the National Farmers and General Workers Cooperative Credit Union, you are not just a customer, you are family. You are our future.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Lucilec's remote options are available to serve you every weekday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call or send a WhatsApp message to 285-6796, 285-7859, 285-3593, 285-3329, or 285-8640. Or send an email to customersupport@lucilec.com for assistance. Call 457-4433 to get bill balances. Use myaccount.lucilec.com for detailed account information and to make online bill payments using a credit or debit card or online bank account. Customers may also take advantage of SurePay's online or walk-in service. Lucilec encourages you to use the available options for doing business with us remotely.
At Palette Pleasure, located OGA Vieux 4, we take pride in our ability to cater to a wide range of events and occasions, whether it's a joyous celebration like a birthday, anniversary, wedding, or graduation, or a more somber gathering such as a funeral or First Communion. We are dedicated to providing exquisite culinary offerings to suit each unique event. Our diverse menu includes offerings such as funeral treat boxes and treat boxes for all other occasions, ensuring that we can provide comfort and support during difficult times, as well as enhance the festivities during happier moments. In addition, we offer prepackaged meals designed for all occasions, ensuring that the food at your event is not only delicious but also convenient. Call us today at 75873333365 for your finger-licking and palatable foods.
The chicken you feed your family, we make sure it's healthy. Caribbean quality meats, Caribbean quality meats. Hormone-free, all natural, antibiotic-free. Chicken so tasty. Caribbean quality meats, Caribbean quality meats. Trusted quality, yeah, cause the chickens grow right here. 100% all Lucian, right price, easy decision.
Caribbean Quality Meats offers premium quality at affordable prices and produced right here in St. Lucia. Visit social media at Caribbean Quality Meats for more info. Available at all leading supermarkets.
What's happening? The owners of this prestigious financial institution will be visiting us this morning.
Hi, good morning.
At the National Farmers and General Workers Cooperative Credit Union, we are aware that you're not only a member, but you're the owner of this thriving institution. And as such, we go above and beyond to respond to your various financial needs. We offer savings accounts, minors accounts, loans at low interest rates, and fixed deposit options. Visit us at our Viewfort, Castries, or Waterage branch. And remember, at the National Farmers and General Workers Cooperative Credit Union, you are not just a customer, you are family. You are our future.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Lucilec's remote options are available to serve you every weekday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call or send a WhatsApp message to 285-6796, 285-7859, 285-3593, 285-3329, or 285-8640. Or send an email to customersupport@lucilec.com for assistance. Call 457-4433 to get bill balances. Use myaccount.lucilec.com for detailed account information and to make online bill payments using a credit or debit card or online bank account. Customers may also take advantage of Shopey's online or walk-in service. Lucilec encourages you to use the available options for doing business with us remotely.
At Palette Pleasure, located Ogier Vieux Fort, we take pride in our ability to cater to a wide range of events and occasions, whether it's a joyous celebration like a birthday, anniversary, wedding, or graduation, or a more somber gathering such as a funeral or first communion. We are dedicated to providing exquisite culinary offerings to suit each unique event. Our diverse menu includes offerings such as funeral treat boxes and treat boxes for all other occasions, ensuring that we can provide comfort and support during difficult times, as well as enhance the festivities during happier moments. In addition, we offer prepackaged meals designed for all occasions, ensuring that the food at your event is not only delicious but also convenient. Call us today at 75873333365 for your finger-licking and palatable foods.
The chicken you feed your family, we make sure it's healthy. Caribbean quality meats, Caribbean quality meats. Hormone-free, all natural, antibiotic-free. Chicken so tasty. Caribbean quality meats, Caribbean quality meats. Trusted quality, yeah, cause the chickens grow right here. 100% Olution, right price, easy decision.
Caribbean Quality Meats offers premium quality at affordable prices and produced right here in St. Lucia. Visit social media at Caribbean Quality Meats for more info. Available at all leading supermarkets.
What's happening? The owners of this prestigious financial institution will be visiting us this morning.
Hi, good morning.
At the National Farmers and General Workers Cooperative Credit Union, we are aware that you're not only a member, but you're the owner of this thriving institution. And as such, we go above and beyond to respond to your various financial needs. We offer savings accounts, minors accounts, loans at low interest rates, and fixed deposit options. Visit us at our Vieux-Fort, Castries, or Borderage branch. And remember, at the National Farmers and General Workers Cooperative Credit Union, you are not just a customer, you are family. You are our future.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Lucilec's remote options are available to serve you every weekday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call or send a WhatsApp message to 285-6796, 285-7859, 285-3593, 285-3329, or 285-8640. or send an email to customersupport@lucelec.com for assistance. Call 457-4433 to get bill balances. Use myaccount.lucelec.com for detailed account information and to make online bill payments using a credit or debit card or online bank account. Customers may also take advantage of Shoppee's online or walk-in service. Lucelec encourages you to use the available options for doing business with us remotely.
At Palette Pleasure, located Ogier Vieux 4, we take pride in our ability to cater to a wide range of events and occasions, whether it's a joyous celebration like a birthday, anniversary, wedding, or graduation, or a more somber gathering such as a funeral or first communion. We are dedicated to providing exquisite culinary offerings to suit each unique event. Our diverse menu includes offerings such as funeral treat boxes and treat boxes for all other occasions, ensuring that we can provide comfort and support during difficult times, as well as enhance the festivities during happier moments. In addition, we offer prepackaged meals designed for all occasions, ensuring that the food at your event is not only delicious but also convenient. Call us today at 758733335 for your finger-licking and palatable foods.
The chicken you feed your family, we make sure it's healthy. Caribbean quality meats, Caribbean quality meats. Hormone-free, all natural, antibiotic-free. Chicken so tasty. Caribbean quality meats, Caribbean quality meats. Trusted quality, yeah, cause the chickens grow right here. 100% all-ocean, right price, easy decision.
Caribbean Quality Meats offers premium quality at affordable prices and produced right here in St. Lucia. Visit social media at Caribbean Quality Meats for more info. Available at all leading supermarkets.
What's happening? The owners of this prestigious financial institution will be visiting us this morning.
Hi, good morning.
At the National Farmers and General Workers Cooperative Credit Union, we are aware that you're not only a member, but you're the owner of this thriving institution. And as such, we go above and beyond to respond to your various financial needs. We offer savings accounts, minors accounts, loans at low interest rates, and fixed deposit options. Visit us at our Vieux-Fort, Castries, or Waterage branch. And remember, at the National Farmers and General Workers Cooperative Credit Union, you are not just a customer, you are family. You are our future.
We're about to recommence, so I ask for your undivided attention. That means you are listening with your ears and that your lips are sealed. If you are eating your food, do so discreetly, and remember, don't leave your garbage on the floor. Okay, students, I hope and I trust that you have been enjoying the proceedings so far. I myself, I have found them very interesting, the presenters very interesting, and I hope that you have found them just as interesting. So, permit me to introduce to you our next speaker, Ms. Bernell St. She's a visionary youth leader and an advocate for youth and economic development. She's the president of the Youth and Sports Council in Soufrière and serves as a development officer of Ubuntu Movement, Inc. Ms. St. Rose has been involved in youth development for over 12 years. She was the second runner-up in the last National Carnival Queen pageant. She holds a bachelor's degree in economics with the University of the West Indies and is currently pursuing a master's in development statistics at the University of the West Indies. She hopes to be able to use the knowledge acquired in the degree to address youth development issues through collaboration and proposals to develop and implement policies that are backed by data and science. She is committed to youth development and believes in the strength and potential of young people. Please, let us put our hands together to welcome Ms. St. Rose to the podium.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, everybody. It's still morning, right? Wow. It's a pleasure being here this morning, the third Rasta on the panel. Shout out to Ninja Dan and Dr. Cherry for doing a fabulous job this morning. Did you all enjoy the presentation? Yes. Okay, I love that. So, keeping on the streak of crime and its impact on yourself as students and your family. How many of you here has been impacted by crime or know somebody who have been impacted by crime? Quite a number of you. Okay. I need somebody to tell me, anybody? 1 second. I need anybody to tell me, anybody, their opinion or their thoughts on the current crime situation we're being faced with right now in St. Lucia. Anybody? Pardon? Don't be shy. Anybody? What do you think about it? Is it a good thing? Is it a good thing? Are you happy about it? Are you doing your best to change the situation? No? Okay, so we need to work on that. So I won't go into the nitty-gritty of crime. Ninja Dan did that very well. But it's important to understand, as young people, the impact that crime and violence has on us, our family. Are we listening? Are we listening? Okay. So we need to, as young people, understand the impact of crime on ourselves, our families, our community, and our country, St. Lucia. Yes? So I come from Soufrière. Like you heard, my name is Bernell St. I am the president of the Soufrière Youth and Sports Council. And I've always had a passion working with young people like yourselves. And it's because I see the potential in young people. Looking here right now, I see brilliant minds. I see young people destined for greatness. I see young people going beyond the horizon. And it's just sad. It's sad witnessing, looking at news every night, or going through Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and seeing news on killings and shootings and violence. That's very much uncalled for, in my opinion. Do you all agree? Do you all agree? Anybody disagrees? Who disagrees? Who disagreed? Tell me why you disagree. Tell me why you disagree. Do you think what's happening is called for? No or yes? How do we think that crime continues to impact our families? We're losing our young men. We're losing our fathers. We're losing our brothers, our uncles, cousins to violence. It's not a good thing. It has never been a good thing, right? But the change starts with us. You all are in Form 2, right? The change starts with you, Form 2s, to do better, to be better. As soon as I came here this morning, the first thing I saw was, welcome to Miku Secondary. We believe we can and we will. Yes? Do you believe that you can? Do you believe that you will? Okay, so I'm here to motivate you and to believe that a little bit this morning. So being the president of the Sufra Infant Sports Council, I've had the privilege to work alongside both men and women in Sufra. I will give you a little story. So I think it was about pre-COVID, so 2018, there was a surge of violence happening in Sufra among our young men. And I think in a week, there were probably 3 or 4 shootings. At that time, football was very much on a low. Youth activities were on a low. Club activities were on a low. Sufra didn't really have programs and initiatives to keep our young men and women active. Right? 2019, COVID hit. 2020, the war continued. And 2021, things started to pick up. People started to get more engaged. The youth program started. I became the president of the 5th United Football Club, right? In that club, included young men who were on opposing sides of gangs in Sufra. Today, they both play under the 5th United Football Club as one team, right? Gangs shooting at each other, now friends, best friends on one football team. That goes to show you the power of unity, the power that we have as policymakers to put in place activities for you, young people, to keep you all engaged, right? I would hate to believe that what we're witnessing out there is a matter just because those young men want to be violent and want to engage in active crime. It's because they don't have choices. Do you all agree? If you all don't agree, say you all don't agree. Do you all agree? Who said no? Who is Rhyme? It's because there are no choices, there are no alternatives for those young men, right? We want the young men to do better. When I say we, I refer to policymakers, change makers, youth leaders, advocates. We want the young men to do better. But what are we doing for those young men? What are we doing for those young women? I'm part of an organization in Beaufort called the Ubuntu Movement. Have any of you heard about it? So it's a movement set about by Priske Lash and Dr. King, who is part of Rise St. Lucia as well. And it's a movement basically to inspire, to motivate young people like yourself. So the word Ubuntu means I am because you are. Can you repeat after me? I am because you are. Right? So this basically means that my actions or your actions influence the person that I am, the society that I live in. Right? Productive citizens influence a productive society. Do you all agree? Who said no? You playing with me? A productive citizens, productive young men and women influence a productive society. And I'm here to encourage you today that your current destination, or your current situation rather, is not your final destination. It has never been smooth sailing for me. I've witnessed a great number of young men and women who have come from literally nothing. But with their mind, the belief in themselves, the skill and potential that they have has taken them so far. You heard Dr. Cherry's story, coming from nothing to now being a doctor, to now having his doctorate, Who says that can't be you? Right? Who says it cannot be you? Sometimes we must let our dreams scare us as young people. You may come from Soufrière, and I went to convent, so while I was in Castries, they looked at me as, on the lower end because I was not from the north. I had a bookie, quote-unquote, accent, but I knew what I wanted. I knew what I was about. Coming from Soufrière did not mean that I was any different from somebody coming from Cap Estate. Coming from Soufrière did not mean that I could not attain the A pluses that the students from the north were attaining. I was just as good, just as well as them. And I want you all to believe that today. To believe that you have the potential to do better, to be better, and to go beyond. Right? There is nothing too small for you to do. There is nothing that is impossible for you to take on. This life of crime and violence does not take you anywhere. Yes, you may feel like you're a bad boy and you're walking down and you're bumping and everybody respecting you. But where does that take you? Right to the cemetery. Right to the cemetery. I mean, you'll end up in the cemetery regardless, but you will go there faster. Right? What change do you want to see in your community? Some of you are from Miku or the communities around. What change do you want to see in your community? What change do you want to see at home? Because it starts at home most of the time, 99% of the time. It starts at home. It starts with you. And some of us may be going through very toxic cycles at home. But what are you doing within your right and capacity to be different, to be that change? Right? You're in Form 2. You have 3 more years until you make that big decision of your subject choices and moving forward to Sir Arthur or wherever else you may choose to go. But this is not the end. It's never the end. I started my degree in accounting, and my degree in accounting was influenced by the people around me. I had many accountants around me. My uncle was an accountant, my cousin was an accountant, so I chose accounting. Today, my field does not have anything to do with accounting, nothing at all, right? So whatever decisions you make today, ensure that it contributes positively to the development of your future tomorrow. I see a room of bright minds. I see a room of probably the next Arthur Lewis or the next Usain Bolt. I see a room of potential. And as much as I believe in you, I don't even know you all personally. But as much as I believe in you, it's up to you to believe in yourself. Families are crying, families are dying, families are diminishing. Who's going to lead the legacy? Who's going to carry that mantle if we're killing each other? Who's going to take up the lead? Who's going to contribute to a better society? Who will form the new government? We want to see change. You? I hope so. We want to see change. But who's going to do it if we're killing each other? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it if we have no respect for our peers? Who's going to do it if we don't understand the feelings and emotions of others? Who? We need to do better. We need to be better. Yes? Okay. So I have a question, all right? Anybody? How many people here are very much active in youth clubs, probably active in church, active in the community. What do you do? Okay, we're listening to her. What's your name? Corinne? What do you do, Corinne? In the church choir and what? Don't be shy. It's fine. Church choir and what? Okay, nice. So we have a Beyonce coming up, right? Who else is very active in youth and probably community engagement? Only Corinne? Okay, I'm saying all that to say, I'm asking this question to say, who ran for St. Lucia? So we have another Julian Alfred? Okay, I love that. I'm asking this question to say, you listening to me? Are you listening to me, Rhyme? You listening to me? Okay, I love that. I'm asking this question to allow you to take some time to reflect on how you can give back to your community, give back to society, right? All of us possess unique talents and abilities, and it does not necessarily have to include a skill like singing or dancing or running. Our mental capacity can change a lot. You see that up there? Very powerful. Our ideas, our thoughts, our innovative thinking can literally change the world. So do not sleep on yourself. Pardon me, Asuko. Okay? Be engaged, be active, because that will make the difference. I started in youth and community engagement from about maybe 9 or 10 years. That's a long time ago. And I'm still involved because of the potential that I see in young people like yourself. I've seen young men and women grow up and now at school, now at university. Young men who were not even taking school seriously are now excelling. So that brings me joy. And I want you to feel that joy, that nothing is too small to accomplish. The world is a very small place, far less St. Lucia. The world should be your canvas. Okay? So be active, whatever your community has, whatever youth groups, be active. You might be seeing me soon again because I am part of a Ambassadors for Justice and Peace program, and we're recruiting ambassadors for justice and peace. So we will be going through some schools in the South. So you will see me possibly again. So volunteer, get active, get engaged. All right? Repeat after me. I will be the change I wish to see. Let's do that one more time. I will be the change I need to see. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. St. Rose. Let's put our hands together again for Ms. Bernell St. Rose. And I hope that you learned something from her. I will be the change that I wish to see. What are you doing now, students, to make sure that the future that you are going to have is going to be a positive one for yourselves, for your families, for your community? And you are not too young. There are some people who are talking together with me. You are not too small. You are not too young. It is not too early to start thinking about how can I affect the change and do or make the change that I want to see. So I'm going to call on Ziana right now to present. Can I get a teacher, please? Ziana will express her gratitude to Miss St. Rose for her delivery.
I want to say thank you on behalf of the Form 2s for coming here and empowering us with your words.
Thank you very much, Ziana.
So I would just like to say thank you all for having me this morning. However, in my advocacy for youth development, if any of you need any advice on community youth engagement, feel free to reach me on Instagram or Facebook. My Instagram is Bernell C _, but you can reach me on Facebook at Bernell. My Instagram is Bernell C, BERNELLC _, or Facebook at Bernell St. Rose. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you. So it's Bernell C _ on Instagram. So you can find a Bernell B, BERNELLC _. All right, thank you, Miss St. Rose. We are going to move right along. We are about to move right along with our next presenter. I need you to focus. Some of us are distracted by the people around us. Let this be a personal moment for you, for growth, for opening up your mind, for broadening your mind, for learning something new. Try to forget about the people around you, Tevian. Try to forget about the people around you and the distractions around you. I am still hearing a lot of chatter. So right now, you're going to help me welcome Mr. Brandon O'Brien. This is, let me introduce him. He's a third-generation family member of the family-owned, listen very carefully, funeral parlor, Lazarus Funeral Parlor. Now you may be wondering, why is it that we're bringing somebody from the funeral home here to speak to you? Remember our focus today? I'm not happy with what's happening right now. You're not talking excessively, especially the people on my left. Okay, so Mr. Brandon O'Brien is part of the family-owned business, Lazarus Funeral Home. He's 30 years old and has been working with the family business for approximately 11 years. Okay? He has first-hand knowledge of all the areas of that business, as he has worked as an undertaker and a mortician. Do you know what an undertaker is? What is an undertaker? Somebody who comes to carry out the dead body. And a mortician. What is a mortician? Oh, you all don't know what a mortician is? So a mortician is one who is responsible for preparing the body for burial. Okay? So he works directly with the dead body. So today he's here to share with you. He's here to share with you. I'm going to put some of you on the spot and you won't like it. So stop. He's here to share with you his personal experience as a mortician and undertaker, and how this current crime situation has affected him, his family, his work. I would like the assistance of some teachers to just sit on the side here, because apparently we need to be slave masters. So let us put our hands together for Mr. Brandon O'Brien. who's going to share with you on his experience as an undertaker and mortician. We can do better than that. Put our hands together for him.
With the protocol already being established, I bid you all a wonderful good morning. It's nice to see the youth enjoying such a warming interaction between people who've gone through things and learning exactly what crime has done to individuals. I stand for knowledge and harmony. I will be very honest with you all today. I did not come here to motivate. I came here to let you all know the reality of what happens when you're in this situation of gangs and crime. As it was said, my name is Brendan Jamal O'Brien. I am a third generation from the company known as Lazarus Funeral Home. Originally, I started off as a mortician and an undertaker, who deals directly with the dead. Now I'm a director. I foresee my staff. For those who don't know where Lazarus is located, it's located in Bruceville, also known as Shantytown. Yes. We are in the heart of the perceived danger zone where people die left, right, and center. I understand exactly what's going on because I'm around them 24/7, literally. I work 24/7, Monday to Sunday. I understand how difficult it is being in such an environment. Growing up, you're exposed to such bases, and it's almost inevitable it will lead you to such bad decisions. Again, I understand. I know the labels that's given to y'all. I understand the lack of opportunity. Just because you're raised in a certain community, you're directly labeled as being a bad boy, a VNeg. Is that really fair when you really and truly think about it? Of course not. However, the only shining moment I'll have in this short dialogue I have is that I know countless people who's broken out of the system. They have decent lives. Now, I do know 90% of the heads in the whole of St. Lucia. I know the biggest bosses in all town, behind the square, Shantytown, Mung, Dennery, Soufre, Masha, name it, I know them. Why do you think I know them? Because in the end, you come directly to Don't worry. I'll let you all know. I'm happy to see everybody's paying attention and there's little to no speaking. Because I really need you all to understand my perspective. I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm not here to talk about accomplishment. I'm here to show you all the harsh reality of being in such environments and making such decisions. The number one question I have for all of you, which again, I'm happy to see that you'll have such a nice turnout, because a lot of people tend to segregate when they hear they're having little discussions about such. But the number one question I have for you, everyone sitting on here, is the pictures you'll take on the block, is it really worth it? Is it the nice, no, I agree, be honest. Is it the nice clothes and the expensive shoes y'all have to glorify in everybody's eyes? The Clarks, the Nikes, the expensive $600-700 Vapor Max. Is it really worth it? Y'all can be honest, you know. If you say yes, that's fine. Is it the possession of the firearms, the weapons, the drugs, to glorify all on social media? Is it worth it? Or is it for the quick money grab, for you to get anything whenever you want it? Is it worth it? With me saying such, I know a lot of people in their mind saying yes, and you want to just say no for the benefit for the teachers and myself to hear. Well, let me give you a wake-up call to such lifestyles. For sure, it's not a bed of roses to join such lifestyle. I was speaking to many of the bosses, and the first thing they tell their children, don't join that lifestyle. Because there's a contract. The moment you join such lifestyle, you will be immediately labeled whether you like it or not. We are now in a time period where anyone is on the list. I can tell you that personally. You could just be cooling out with your friends. They see you, they get him, but they know you're close, you dead. Just like that. They don't care if you're a cousin, they don't care. They see you talk to them for 2 days, you dead. No repercussions. Police not going to get them. They hiding. Don't think you go come out, because if they get you, you dead. They see you speaking to somebody else. They see you with a loved one. They dead. Simple as that. No sugarcoating. I telling y'all, I see it. All the parties, all the nice shoes, all the jewelry, the watches, you have all of that, but you can't leave Shantytown. You can't live behind the Mung. You cannot leave Soufre, because the moment you step out, you're dead. Simple as that. So my question again, is it really worth it to go and get all the items you're seeing glorified on TikTok, Instagram? Is it worth it that, yeah, boy, may say, I finally have it, but the only place you can show it, because the moment you leave your home, simple as that. Please do know, and y'all think this is a joke. I telling you, I see it, I hate. I could be chilling out at work, my feet up, and I hearing shots knocking left, right, and center. People running for their lives. What do you think I'm going to do? Run? Y'all think it's a joke? With your bad decisions, we make money, you know. You think I'm going to come here and debate with people who want to make these decisions? Y'all out here risking your life just to flash, to show others, you know. If that's the lifestyle you want to live, so be it. Because this is what's portrayed as cool. I know old man, I know 30 sounding like something, and saying the term cool vie, but again, this is what's glorified on a constant day-to-day basis. And the funny thing about it, it does not stop with you, you know. Because I know you'll see it on news. I know you'll see it on social media. If they don't get you, they go for your mother. They go for your father. They go for your brother. They go for your child. Grandparents, cousin, friends, they don't care who they get. As long as I hurt you, I am happy. Just because that's the decision y'all choose to follow. You kill my brother, what you think I'm going to do? I coming back 10 times, hotter on the block. You think I go take out 1? I taking out 4. When you take out 4, I don't get you. What you think you're going to do? You come back, you take 5, 6. It's sounding like a video game. This is what I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. The cycle does not stop. Ms. Bernell was talking about this whole treaty thing. Again, I stand strong for such. But will a treaty really work? I highly doubt. You kill my brother, I coming back. I don't care if a treaty happened. Funny enough, the footmen not even listening to the bosses. This is why everything is happening right now. Just because my boss tell me, yes sir, you see that? You will get punishment if you kill somebody. I might kill my brother, you know. And I see that man with his partner on social media with my brother chain in his neck celebrating. You think I going to walk there just because of a treaty to say, well, you know what? Bygones to big bygones. Nah, it ain't working like that, huh? Dead. Simple as that. I have so many people in my mob. 2-year-olds. Infants. You think it's because of sickness? Nope. Run up in the house, break in, shoot. You feel that pain. Feel it. Children, 7, 8, don't even know what's going on. Run up in the house, gun down. You think it's just one shot? 9, 10, and I have to be taking out these things. As a mortician, gun down. You do your business, you run lava, you run Vency. I come in again. Your mother, your grandmother in that house, gun down. 10, 11 shots. Just for you to understand, come outside. I must get you. This is the life we're living in. And the funniest and scariest part, now that there's a trend. Secondary school students. I have a lot of y'all. I've buried a lot of y'all. My private cemetery literally just opened a new section in under a year. 267 tombs sold just like that. If you go and look at all of these plaques, 16, 14, 19, 21, 22. And then on the death announcements and on news, St. Lucian's favorite thing to say, y'all know. Y'all know. Again, y'all are laughing. Y'all are laughing thinking this is a joke. It's not. It can lead to you. Ms. Bernell brought about the point about the young men, young ladies. Y'all are not safe. I see y'all on a constant day-to-day basis behind the bike with the 90 to 120 gram chain all to your knees. Bike life. They don't get your boyfriend, they will kill you. Simple. I have them. I am not talking out or trying to scare y'all. I'm telling y'all about what I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. I have trays of young girls lost their life. Why? Because again, they don't get their boyfriend. I will hurt you where it's going to sting. I will get the girlfriends. Hands down, without a doubt. What can you do? What can your parents do? They send you school. They send you to a little function. They cross their fingers and they send you to a party. But you're going and cool out by where they have 20 bikes, the big chains, the Hennessy, the Jack, the Cognac. You want to cool out there, post your videos, post your pictures. Little did y'all know, these guys are documenting each and every face. Because the moment they catch you slacking, the moment they see you enjoying their life a little too much, I have to stay in a chamber with my chains and things, and you out there enjoying your life, I go take the risk. Pass on my scooter, pass on my bike, mask down. Drive by, you take 8 shots, you're dead, I go in back and hide. And again, sorry to say, they have officers there, but you will not get them just like that. The system corrupt. It's rare you go into here, they kill somebody, in 2-3 days, you get them. It's not working like that. They kill your brother, they kill your mother, they kill your father, and now you have that on your heart, that person out there living life. Fine enough, you even seen them in America or something, so posting their videos, enjoying the time of their life. And they just take out 5 to 6 of your family members. Why? Again, my question, is it worth it? One of the saddest things for me is getting the call. I have numerous friends in all of these areas. I will get a call. My nickname is Plush. I'll get a ring. Plush, things hot in town. Uasav. 1 or 2 things will happen. I would either A, call my driver, or B, go myself. The reason I go myself, everybody know me. Everybody knows my dad. We are on neutral ground. You lose one of us, how you burying these people? So they're never looking for trouble with us because we are the ones that take care of them. You go and put yourself in these scenarios, what do you think the boss is going to do for you? Put you in the soil, spend $1,500, and that's it. Your life gone, just like that. Like you're here with nothing. I bury numerous of them like that. You think all the jewelry you go and spend $20,000, $40,000, that going back in the ground? No, that going on another boy neck. Simple as that. You think you're about to have a glorified funeral? No, nobody coming to your funeral. I have seen people get drive-by at funeral. So you think they're going to come to that funeral? No. That's it. Not even your parents might come out of fear they next. Because that hate they have there, it does not just stop upon, I kill you. You still take away my brother and sister. Just killing you is not enough. I go in for your family members. Just because. To satisfy that hate I have for you. This is what happens when you join gangs. This is the reality of exposing yourself to such. And the worst part, upon picking up these people, watching them lifeless on the ground, sometimes it does be to the extreme where they still have just a little bit of life. I have to watch your mother and father run to me, grab me, choke me, tear my clothes. He alive. She alive. Don't take him away from me. Do not take away from me. She's alive. Please. That's my child. According to y'all, he or she was a good boy. Sadly, wrong place, wrong time. I had a good friend of mine, Ed Lee. No affiliations. Wrong place, wrong time. The people they wanted to kill, alive, drinking in the same and exact spot. He, bright future ahead of him, girlfriend, business. His face literally on the board by Castries Boston or for Vision Express. A bright boy died just like that. I have to watch people faint in my funeral home every single week. Screaming, begging. You think it's a discount they want? You think it's an expensive casket they want? You think it's a tomb will gratify what just they want their child back? Guess what? You will never get that person back. Sadly, it could be one of you if that's the lifestyle you want to go down. Boy, girl. So don't think it's just the fellas. I come in after just men. It's both. And the sad thing, like I said, women starting to get real involved now because I know a lot of these young girls who died. Because I know you must have known what happened in Denry. It's a norm. This is no longer once in a blue moon thing. It's a norm. I am no longer a young person die. No. I come to work, I drive that hearse. They will see me, another one. This is how they associate with me. It's no longer, boy, Lazarus, things tough. Nope. Another one. Don't worry. Next week, things hot. Things hot, Atiko. They will call me by my grandfather's name sometimes. Atiko, things hot. You see, next week, 2 weeks, I promise you, I'm giving you another one. Just like that. Again, I ask you, is it worth it? I'm a mortician. When somebody dies from these situations, you think it's just take the person, put them in a coffin or casket, and just bury? No. Rightfully, I wasn't even supposed to be here. It was supposed to be Dr. King. He's the pathologist. Sometimes that taking a whole 2, 3, 4 weeks for officers to do the investigation, to give the go-ahead. What you think happening to a body that spent a month just cooling out? Now that your whole face, your body decomposed, you black, maggots. They can't even tell who you are. That's the lifestyle you want? For me to be sitting down and looking at your mother and father and saying, you know what? I don't even want you to see him. I don't even want you to see her. Because the shock you're going to get, that's not a memory you want to burn into your system. That's not the baby you was carrying and smiling with. That's not the person you was bringing to hotels or overseas. And for some strange reason, is the rich or the wealthy people that getting into those systems. It's like you'll have nothing better to do for y'all. I will not gratify and glorify those who are in a bad situation to be in it, but sometimes you cannot help it. It's now we have to guide them and help them. But those, again, with the clerks, I see in a lot of y'all, with nice, expensive shoes that clearly your people get for y'all, because y'all not working. The little work y'all doing, they're going to quote-unquote saying you're working for y'all not working. So all what y'all have with the shoes, the jewelry, y'all can go out. Y'all still choosing to go and pick that path just for y'all to die? Y'all have it already. Your parents not there forever. It will be passed down. There's so much going for you, and you'll still choose to go on the block just for me to come and pick you all up. The same shoes in the bin, given to a vagrant, given to somebody that need it. The same $700 shoes that the same ghetto youths, the poor, whatever you want to call them, the same thing they hustling for, y'all have it on your feet. Jordans, Nike, Clarks at the back, Nike, Vapor Max. Y'all have it and you're still going on the block for what? Again, I am preaching. I'm not here for me to motivate y'all and say, change your ways, you know. I come here for the harsh reality. You will be targeted. This is the point we are in. I hear it from all of them from all sides. They don't care about treaty. They don't care about who you are. You will be targeted the moment you interact. Friend, best friend, in it, cousin, you will be targeted. And they will take you. They don't care. They will take their cocaine, make themselves numb with no feeling in their brains, no feeling in their hands, and it's due. Simple as that. I don't regret. Why? Because y'all was cooling out with the same person that killed their brother or cousin. Posting pictures. And the same shoe, the same chain, the same watch, I can guarantee you, because I see it on numerous occasions, they're taking it from your lifeless body and they're posting smiling with that same chain, that same shoe, hashtag with your name. Do something. Let your boss do something. You think your boss is going to come and deal with that? No. Y'all don't realize the bosses doesn't die. Y'all don't realize that they out there walking, driving, and everything in the streets. Y'all not stuck in the block. Y'all cannot shift nowhere. The moment you shift, you're dead. Simple as that. I don't know if they'll ever bring me back here in Miko, because like I said, I come here with the harsh reality. I don't come there to sugarcoat, because I am tired of seeing the youth dying. I came here to educate y'all what I am experiencing, what I am seeing, what I am feeling. I practically numb to death at this point in time. I see some mother, I see a daughter, I see so many people coming here crying, and I cannot even shed a tear. My heart doesn't even ache. It's a norm. And that's the reality of gang life. That's the reality of violence. And I will leave you, with this. Never forget, life is not guaranteed, but death for sure is certain. Thank you.
I could tell by the applause that you were attentive and that you have learned something from Mr. O'Brien this morning. He was very raw and very frank and very real with the realities of how gang violence is affecting us as a society. And sad to say that most of us have become desensitized, numb to murder. When you hear murder, oh, another one. That's our reaction. This is where we have gone, students. And I am aware too that there are some of you who are very much involved in gangs or have been approached to join. So I hope this morning's presentation by Mr. O'Brien was a wake-up call for you on how this is real and how it is affecting us, and if we continue down this route, where we are headed. So thank you very much. At this point, I'm going to call Marissa to present a token of appreciation to Mr. O'Brien. Let's put our hands together for her.
I would like to thank you on behalf of the Form 2s for telling us the reality and giving us a wake-up call.
Thank you again, Mr. O'Brien. Let's put our hands together for him one more time. And students, I hope this wake-up call is not short-lived. It's not just for this moment, but that you will take time to ponder upon what Mr. O'Brien has shared with us, because this really rocked me to the core when he said, when parents come to the morgue, I cannot feel heartbroken. I don't shed a tear. I don't feel any way. When this has become the lifestyle for you, you are experiencing death over and over and just seeing dead bodies over. Yes, he's making the money, but this has really affected him and his psyche. And now at this point, I will introduce another very interesting group of persons who have the responsibility of protecting and serving. So I will now invite the representatives of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, the crimes unit specifically, who are here with us to share with us this morning. Let us put our hands together for them. And they will share their perspectives as officers, as those who have to deal with the crime and violence on a daily basis. 2-3, 2-2, 2-2 at the back there.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. I am Luke Joseph, Acting Inspector of the Major Crimes Unit. And with me are my colleagues. We are a team. We are here today to speak to you all. We have to work with you all. And it's our intention to impact on our knowledge, to share it with you all, so that we could make St. Lucia a better place. So we were out at the back of there listening to the presentation, and the speakers before us deserve a round of applause. Can you all please give them a round of applause? Mr. O'Brien spoke about the harsh reality of things. At the Major Crimes Unit, we are tasked to investigate homicides and other serious offenses. One homicide is too many. And it is very sad that so far we have 42 homicides for the year. For the past 5 years, if we go back to 2020, and we look at the stats to today, we have 309 homicides already. Don't you think that's one too many? Don't you think that's one too many? Why is that? Please answer me, why is that? Why do you think that one homicide is too many? Can somebody tell me? You come to the front. We must hear from you all. We must understand how it impacts your life. Come. Thank you very much. So, because
So because young people don't know how to behave themselves, sir.
Speak to them. That's your peers. Speak to them.
Sir, that's what I appreciate.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Give a round of applause, people. We have to understand that everybody here has been affected by crime and violence one way or the other. It could be a family member, a friend, or a loved one who have been affected by violence. But we need to come together in order for us to make St. Lucia better. Everybody here have it within themselves to be better and to do better. Out of those 309 homicides, more have been men, young men. The young ladies, you are not spared from crime. They also have ladies who have been victims to crime. And everybody could come and speak to you all about staying away from crime. We could be up here and deliver the best speeches in the world. But if you do not make that decision to stay away from crime, whatever we are doing here now, whatever the teachers have organized, would be in vain. So we have to do some self-reflection, and we have to ensure that what we hear today, we don't just hear it, we listen, we analyze the information, and we put it to use. So, last year alone had 75 homicides. 75. As a matter of fact, 4 of these homicides were committed in Mikud. 4 of these homicides, one is already too many. There were 4 homicides committed in Mikud. So far this year, we have 32 homicides. And today is the what? The 17th day of May, 2024. That is already too many. So if you take last year and this year, about 50% of the homicides were gun-related. And what's popular now? 6 and 7. Pardon me, what did you say, Michael? Say it again. We know it, 6 and 7. Why are we allowing that culture to infiltrate us, for us to do the crime? I want you all to think about it. 50% of the homicides committed from last year and this year were gun-related. You'll have heard the stories. You'll have seen it on the news. You'll have heard it on voice notes. Some of us are hearing the sounds of gunfire in the community. But what are we doing about it? And the police is the last resort. We are the enforcers. However, we need to change the mindset of the young people. You all need to work with us first to ensure that things are better for future generations. All of us are affected by crime. All of us know somebody who has been affected by crime. What are we doing about it? My colleague just spoke to me, and he is from Mikud, well, the Mikud area. And I need to understand something. Do you all like the police? So I'm hearing yes, and I'm hearing no. Now the thing about that is, what I like about that is we have to be honest with each other. Why don't we like the police? I'd like one person to speak. Be honest and open. I would like somebody to come and say why they don't like the police. Okay, those persons that said no, they are shy. So let us have a conversation. Thank you. Because it's not exciting. So, we want to solve more homicides, but would prefer there to be no homicides. We need your help now. So now, I'm asking you now to trust the police. Wait, I'm asking you now. When you go home, when you all speak, WhatsApp, Facebook, speak to each other. See how best you could make a difference. You could make a change so that you could help the police to solve more homicides. Do you think you have it in you to now help the police to solve more homicides? How do you know that? Did somebody tell you that? Children, we also must remember that there are rumors, there are allegations, there are propaganda. Has anybody lied about you? Has anybody lied about you? How did you feel about it? Pardon me? Okay. However, when persons say things about us, we are not angry, we are not enraged. What we try to do is to foster a better working relationship with the public, with you, to make our jobs better, to make it easier. So, some of us, we have heard things about the police, we have never experienced it ourselves. So we grow up and we have the mindset that the police are the bad ones. We have that attitude that the police are the bad ones. Are the police the bad ones? Pardon? Pardon? Yes, you may. We'll address that afterwards. So what I'm saying, people, is that a lot of times we have not experienced it on our own, but we harbor those feelings, those ill will towards the police. We are here to help you all. We are there with you all. We want to make your lives better. Give us the chance. Do not let somebody else's experience cloud your judgment. You might be the best police officer today. Let's say your father comes to the station to make a report. I deal with him. He's satisfied with the outcome of my investigations. He got compensated, or the matter was resolved. He will say, me bon TY, me bon police. He'll be happy with the level of work that I produced. However, 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line, that same good officer, that same brilliant officer, is now investigating the report against his son or his brother or a family member. Now, I have to arrest that person. It's my job. What do? I arrest the person, take him to court. They are fined or they are sent to Bodley. Who is the worst police officer since beginning of time? Who is the officer, the worst police officer? Thank you very much.
Okay, so let me just help my colleague a little bit. I am Corporal Shulet, and I work at the Major Crimes Unit. So I will use a riddle to help my colleague. All right, there'll be a prize for anybody that can get this riddle correct. Give me a drink and I will die. Feed me and I'll get bigger. What am I? Who said fire? You said fire? All right, come for your prize. Come for your prize, don't be shy.
That's a prize. Hello, don't be jealous. Okay, that's a prize. So, in essence, if you listen to the riddle carefully, give me a drink and I will die. Feed me and I'll get bigger. In the 1990s, before most of you were born, we would barely have 10 homicides in the year. Sometimes 5, sometimes 2. But now, in 2024, we are having 75. Can you imagine that? And most of our homicides are young people just like you. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And guess what? Some of them went to this very same school. They sat in the very same chairs as you. Now, can anybody here stand up and honestly tell me the reason for our increase in homicides is because of the police? Can anybody stand up and say to me honestly that the police is to be blamed for such vast increases in our homicide rates? Will you blame the police? No. No, you cannot. So, something or somebody or some people have been, guess what? Guess what they have been doing? Anybody a wild guess? I might have another prize. Somebody has been feeding the fire. And this is the message that I want to leave with you. We keep feeding the fire. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's starting to burn a lot of us, our families, our brother, our cats, our dogs. And guess what? It is myself and these three gentlemen behind me. We are the ones having sleepless nights trying to remedy the situation. And I understand that you will have different views about the police. But the truth is, we really do try our best. And most of us have families. I have young kids just like you. Sometimes we don't even have time for our families. But we do try our best to catch and nothing else. We respect everybody. We do try our best to catch all criminals and take them before the court so they could be sent to where they deserve to be. Can anybody tell me where they think criminals deserve to be? I don't need to tell you all that, you all know.
Students, did you all enjoy the presentation by the officers? Say that again? You needed to answer the question. Only one person raised their hands, that's why. So why you didn't enjoy the presentation? Why didn't you all enjoy the presentation? Tell me. Who didn't enjoy the presentation? Who did not enjoy the presentation? Well, I guess everybody did. So I'd like to thank you all for giving us an attentive hearing. Wait, half an hour already? No, man, I'm doing that now.
Morning, students. My name is Officer Francis, and like my other colleagues, we work together at the Major Crime. I'll just speak to you all for a couple of minutes. I want to put a question towards you all. You all have heard a lot about crime and how crime affects and all that. I want somebody to answer a question for me. What do you think causes persons to commit crime? Jealousy? Okay. Come on, come.
Sir, if somebody owes somebody for something,
If somebody owes somebody for something, what will happen?
what's the crime also? Yeah.
All right, what he said is that if somebody owes someone for something and they do pay, you? The devil? Devil, okay. Poverty? Hatred? Okay. I like the answers I've been getting. All of you are correct. Can you put your hands together for yourselves? All of you are correct in your own way. But I'll touch on the one he said. He said, if someone owes someone for something and they don't pay. If someone owes you, let's say you do something for somebody and they have to give you $10 and they're not giving you your $10 back, what is the best way to deal with that situation? What is it? Let me repeat the question. Let me repeat the question. If someone owes you $10 and that person is not giving you your $10, what is the best way to deal with that situation? Let me hear you. But if you tell the person that the person is not giving it to you, you fight? Let me hear you. You file a report. What do we say? Take your money by force. Okay. I like the honesty. I like the honesty. But if you have a problem with someone and it's not only stemming from money, we need to find ways to solve the problem. And we call that conflict resolution. And as young persons growing up, that is one of the main reasons why we have a lot of violent crimes happening, persons-to-person crime. When I mean person-to-person crime, I'm talking about stabbings, hitting, burst head with stone, chopping, shootings, and even killings. We need to find a mediation and find ways in which we can solve our problems, how we can find conflict resolution. And I like the point she made there. If someone has done you wrong, you can file a report. Maybe at your age level, might not be the best thing to do, but say for instance a colleague of yours, a student in your class, owes you for whatever reason or whatever, you'll have any problem. You have teachers, you have women sponsors, you have the principal, you have counselors at the school. There are persons you can talk to if you cannot mend the situation yourself rather than taking it into your own hands. Because you go ahead and you take it into your own hands, and maybe that's not happened in Migu Secondary School, but in the schools in Castries, which is our division, we have seen a lot of activity, a lot of crimes happening with students and students. In town, for this past year, off my head, I know of 6 incidents involving students and students of secondary schools, stabbings, choppings, or whatever. And it all comes down to the same poor conflict resolution skills that are not being present. So what I want to encourage you students is that that's one point because of time. In future, if you have problems with each other, do not take matters into your own hands. Talk to your teachers, talk to your principals, talk to your counselors, and you can even talk to the police. The police are there to help you. They are not there to oppress you, okay? The police is a friend. So this is what I want to leave with you all today. If you have any problems with anyone, do not take matters into your own hands. Rather, seek help to deal with the problems, because the consequences are that even at your tender age, I'm sure most of you are past the age of 12 by now, or you are on the borderline of 12 years old. At your age, you can be arrested, you can be charged. These are the consequences. You do something, you commit a crime, a report is made, you can be arrested, you can be charged, and then you are going to court up and down with your parents. Your parent has to be there. You are missing out on school, and so forth, so forth. And some of the consequences are, you might even be sent to the boys' training center. So, bear that in mind as you go out through the rest of your school year, that when you have problems, do not take matters into your own hands. Find a better solution. Okay?
Guys, the conflict resolution tips are very important. Again, I do not care what you all think about the police. At the end of the day, we do not want to see you in jail. We do not want to see you in the cemetery or in the hospital. All right? Can anybody tell me one of the tips that the officer mentioned? Can anybody tell me one of the conflict resolution tips that the officer mentioned? You see, you're not paying attention. Guess what? Guess what? I will make you one promise today. All right? You were offered the tips. You did not take them. If you end up in trouble in the future, I will come for you. All right? Guys, just before we end, I just want to leave you with a few thoughts. Okay? Guys, in my opinion, love is the most important thing in the world. So, my message to you is to love your peers. Just imagine if each and every one of us was thinking like that. There would barely be any fights. There would barely be any stealing. Your teachers would not have stress. Love your peers. You will not have what? You will not have what? Oh, okay. All right. Okay? The other important thing is to stay calm. Stay calm and think positively. You at the front, what did I just say? What's a very important tip for conflict resolution? Well, boy, I don't have $5, but I have some coins. Y'all want it? Y'all want the coins? Let me see how much coins I have there, boy. $1, $2, $3, $4. No, but you'll have to own that $4 first. You'll have to earn that $4 first. Okay, so somebody's giving me a dollar to make it $5. All right, so I have another $5. Okay, before we get to the question, I want to leave you all with another important tip that for me was very important in my upbringing. Choosing the right role models. Now, for me, I like cricket. So growing up, Darren Sammy was my role model. Any cricketers in there? No cricketers in there? I cannot believe that. Well, I pushing my $5 back in my pocket. What? He's not there. What about footballers? So, Edad, what about that? Who said here? What's that? 7. So, nobody's playing cricket, but everybody knows about that. What's the other sign? So, you all know about these things, but you all don't know about your sports. Guys, it is important to choose the right role models, because at the end of the day, this is going to guide you in the right direction in your lives. Who wants to be the next Julian Alfred? You want to be the next Julian Alfred? Okay, that's good. All right, that's good. Okay, so let me look for a next riddle. But this one, I have to look for a hard riddle. Because my last friend got my $5 too easy. And I work hard for that. All right, you ready for the next one? Yeah, boy. Okay, this one is hard. You have to think a lot. 5 minutes? No, about 5 seconds. All right. What word begins with E? I don't even finish my riddle yet, somebody get it already. So I have to choose the next one. What has many rings, but no fingers? What has many rings, but no fingers? I cannot hear. A what? No. That should be the easiest riddle. Because guess what? Every single one of you all have one. A what? Okay, so guys, that section over there, they did not listen to our conflict resolution tips, so they disqualified. They disqualified. Who wants to try? You want to hear the riddle again? Yes, we have a hand. No, you are incorrect. But I gave you all a riddle, you know. I gave you all a hint. Everybody inside of here have one. That's not quite the answer I'm looking for. No, I'm not hearing the answer. Okay, we have a winner. Although I suspect the teacher helped her. But guess what, guys? To me, it's fair enough. Her teacher said the answer, and she said it. You know why I will give her the $5? You know why? Because she chose a role model, and she followed that role model. And guess what? Because of that, she receives $5. Good job. All right? So, with that, guys, thank you very much for your time.
Okay. All right. Hey, if anybody has to be vexed, it's me that give the answer. Okay? All right. The answer is a phone. Rings, many rings. Many rings. Your phone has many rings, many ringtones. All right. We would like to say, I hope, guys, that you were listening to the presentation given by our officers this morning. I was very much a little bit worried about your reaction to the importance of our police to our society, and I think that should be a wake-up call for our police force as well, to try to develop something to help to foster better relationships between our students and the police force, because it is not going to get better, and these are the people who are the future of our society. So we need to work on the relationship between our police force and our people. Students, our police are here to protect and serve, and so we need to work with them. So with that, I would like to invite Bertrand to say some words of thanks to our police officers, specifically the crimes unit of our... Let's put our hands together for him.
On behalf of the Form 2s, I would like to say that we appreciate the information that you all have came to share with us, and thank you once again.
And we have a big fruit basket on this side for you officers. It's quite heavy, so please take it from the lady. Okay, let's put our hands together for them again, once more. Thank you, officers. Okay, students, it's now lunchtime. Before we break for lunch, can I get your attention, please? You are talking excessively. I did not dismiss anyone. I did not dismiss anyone, and people are talking. It is now lunchtime. We will resume promptly in the next 30 minutes, which is 1:45 the hour. It is now 1/4 the hour. It's 12:15. You will come back here at 12:45. We already have a group waiting, so you need to be prompt. The bell you cannot go according to this bell. You need to look at your phones, your watches, to make sure you're on time. We will resume at 12:45 or 1:45. We would like to say thank you very much to GVD for broadcasting this half of the day live. Let's put our hands together for GVD for being present. We can always depend on our past students, Mr. Peter, to be with us to cover this. So with this, let me say, have a good lunch and come back re-energized, rejuvenated. Take your garbage with you and throw it, please. Thank you.
Audio Jungle.